Hi everyone, this is Joanna. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome, and a huge hug to all of you guys that come out every week and watch my videos. Well, last week's video was a little bit more involved. There were a lot of steps to it. Now this one is the other extreme. It is so simple and it is so quick. I actually wanted to call it a 5-minute pendant, but I held off with that name. But let's go and get started. Let me show you how I created this beauty. Okay, so for the first set of pendants, I'm using some scrap clay, and that's graphite and silver, and I'm just gonna give it a really good mix, and I'm gonna run it on the thickest setting of the pasta machine. And for the project today, I am using Altenew Fragrant Flowers, a 3D embossing folder. Now, I have used embossing folders in the past, but this one is 3D, so it has so much detail. Not only that, it has really multi-level impressions, and you're gonna see how it comes out when I pull the clay out. But what you're gonna do is you will place your clay on the embossing folder and you're gonna give it a really good squeeze. You want to make sure that you get every single indentation that is on the embossing folder. You want it on your clay. So yes, if you want to roll it, that works as well. Now when you're done, you're just gonna take it and pull it off very gently. I'm going to show you later on in the video what you can do in order to get the clay out if it gets stuck in your embossing folder. But look at this. Do you see how certain pieces are popping up higher than others? It's just such a gorgeous folder. But a lot of those 3D embossing folders are just so beautiful. Now it's ready. I'm ready to cut, and yes, this is if you've watched my videos, you know that I created this cutter by myself, and you can even call it a creation. But yes, this is using my husband's garage leftover metal pieces. I just bent it and I have a little cutter, and I love using it. I really do. You can freehand stuff as well if you want, so you really don't have to go spend money on cutters when you can create your own, right? Well, I never said that they worked well. I'm just saying that you could create cutters, really. So now I'm just gonna clean it up and clean up the edges and maybe reshape it a little bit. Now this one is really silver. The silver is definitely dominant. The graphite kind of got lost in it, but it just looks beautiful. And now I'm grabbing mica powder. This is the pearl color, and I'm going to put some on my finger. I'm not going to put it on the brush yet, and you're just going to run it on the top of your pendant. You basically want the mica to grab to anything that is sticking up. Now on the right one, I'm also going to put some bronze, and actually that bronze is going to get lost in the pendant, but it kind of highlights certain edges. You'll see it in the picture later on, but you really cannot see it that well. Now these are the bottom of Coke cans or Pepsi cans, whatever you're drinking, and you can place your pendants on that so that they bake on it and they get this really nice shape to it. Well, my second pendant was a little bit too long for the Coke can, so I'm actually using the metal bowl, and you place both pendants. I'm going to place both pendants on it, and when they come out of the oven, they're going to have this really beautiful bend to it. Now let me show you what to do if your clay is getting stuck in your embossing folder. Just spray the embossing folder with water, so there's plenty of water on the embossing folder, and then press your clay into it. It really pops right out like no problem whatsoever. And yes, your image is going to be wet like here, but it's okay. Don't even do what I'm doing here. You don't even have to take a rug and try to fix it, because you'll just destroy your image or make unnecessary imprints, it will dry. But look at that, no problem whatsoever. So now I'm ready for another set of pendants, and of course you can see that these are in black. Well, because they're in black, it's going to add the pendant like a completely different feel to it, because the images are going to pop out by a lot. So you can see I'm using my pearl first, and you can see how they're just like standing up. The other set was just so much more milder. Here you can totally see the leaves. Now I'm going to use some turquoise. I'm going to list it in the description below, and then some pink as well. Actually, the pink you really cannot see it that much, but the green came out really nice. I decided to use also brush with the green as well, but you just want to make sure that you run the brush just on top. You don't want it to go in the bottom. You don't want to get the mica powder on the background of your pendants. And here they are. I added the mica powder before I baked the pendants, and then they went in the oven, but you can probably add the mica powder afterwards as well. But what a beautiful pop of color, and what a simple pendant. I'm just so in love with it, and I'm going to wear it to work today because it is just so beautiful. And so go guys, get out those embossing folder or any other texture that you can find around the house and create some pendants. Now my friends, thank you so much for taking time watching my video. Please let me know what you think about the pendant, and if you guys have the 3D embossing folders that you guys will start using. And with that being said, till next time, ta-ta!